Let me tell you how I fell in love with the most popular girl on campus and absolutely lost my whole entire mind in the process. And when I say popular, I do not mean, oh, people kind of know her. No. I mean athlete, campus star, everyone losing their minds at every single game. Okay, so before we even get into this story, I need to ask you something real quick. Why are you watching me and you are not subscribed? No, like I am actually serious right now. Because I can literally feel it. You are just sitting there, watching, enjoying the content, living your best life, and you have not subscribed. That is actually not good. I am joking. Kind of. No, but seriously, I love you guys so much, and I genuinely want to keep making stories like this forever, so just subscribe for me. Just tap it. It is literally one button. I am waiting right now. Did you do it? Okay, good. The family. You are one of us now. There's no leaving now. Let me tell you how I fell in love with the most popular girl on campus and absolutely lost my whole entire mind in the process. And when I say popular, I do not mean, oh, people kind of know her. No. I mean athlete, campus star, everyone losing their minds at every single game. Tall, fine, like unfairly fine, like who gave her permission? White girl, blue eyes. And not just regular blue, ocean blue. The kind of blue that if she looks at you for too long, you start questioning every single decision you have ever made in your life. She dripped without even trying. Like Bestie would show up in a soccer kit looking like a whole editorial, and I just had to stand there and deal with that information. It was not fair. It was genuinely not fair. And the worst part, straight, with a boyfriend. A very public, very real, very campus goals couple boyfriend. Like they were the couple. The ones people pointed at. The ones in pictures at every event looking perfect and put together and absolutely unbothered. And me? I'm Imani, full lesbian. No confusion, no hiding. No, I'm still figuring it out. I like girls. Everybody knows I like girls. My friends know. My lecturers probably know. The woman selling food outside the hostel? She definitely knows. She gives me a knowing look every time I walk past, and honestly, I respect it. So you guys tell me why. Out of every single person on this entire campus, I decided to develop the most unnecessary, the most life-threatening, the most completely and utterly useless crush on her. Like when I say crush, I mean crush. The kind where you are minding your business, genuinely minding it, and then she walks past and suddenly you forgot how to be a person. Like, why am I fixing my shirt? Who am I impressing right now? She has a boyfriend, Imani. She is straight, Imani. Stand up. Collect yourself. Go home. It was bad, you guys. It was really bad. Okay, so the first time I saw her up close, like properly up close, I was sitting in the campus cafe, corner table, sketchbook open, oatmeal coffee in hand, fully minding my business. Jordan was across from me looking at sneakers on her phone with the focus of someone doing something life-changing. She was not doing anything life-changing. She does this every single morning, and I have never said a word because Jordan in a good mood is a blessing, and I protect that energy aggressively. Marcus was next to me serving a whole look as usual, burnt orange cord, gold earrings, nails matching perfectly, because Marcus did not come to this university to be average, and he will be the first to tell you that. He was telling us something about his sociology lecture, and I was half listening and half sketching. And life was good. Life was genuinely good. And then the cafe door opened. And you guys, I have sat in that cafe approximately 400 times. I have never once looked up from my sketchbook for a door. I looked up. She walked in with two of her teammates, and I want you to understand that she was in a tracksuit, a track boot. And she still ate. Like, how is that even legal? Who approved this? The drip was immaculate, and she was not even trying, and I put my pencil down. Just put it down, flat on the table. Mid-sketch. Marcus stopped talking immediately, not because of Riley, because he saw my face. Imani, he said. Ma, I said, still looking. Bestie, what? You put your pencil down. I'm resting. You do not rest. You sketched during a fire drill. I was there. Marcus, who is she? He said. Jordan looked up from her sneakers, clocked Riley, clocked my face, put her phone down. No, Jordan said. I didn't say anything, I said. Imani, I was just looking. You were not just looking. She has a boyfriend, Jordan said. Flat, direct, zero emotion, just facts. Very public, very real. They are literally the campus couple. I looked back at my sketchbook. I know that, I said. Good, said Jordan. I picked my pencil back up, told myself to focus, looked back up immediately. She was laughing at something one of her teammates said. The real kind of laugh. Not performing it, not for anyone. Just fully there and fully herself, and you guys, I cannot explain what that did to me. I looked back down at my sketchbook. She is so beautiful, I said, just quietly, into the air. Like a confession I did not mean to make out loud. Jordan exhaled slowly like she was already tired of the next 6 months of her life. Marcus put his hand over mine very gently. Oh, bestie, he said softly, and that was that. Now listen, I know what you are thinking, and yes, it was that bad. But here's the thing. I had never even actually spoken to Riley before that, not once. I just knew her the way everyone knew her, from afar. Riley the track star. Riley the golden girl. Riley that the whole campus loved. Riley with the ocean blue eyes and the effortless drip and the boyfriend and the perfect life. And me? I was just watching. From a very safe and very reasonable distance. Like a normal person. Jordan said it was not normal. Jordan was probably right. But the point is, it was harmless. Because in my head, that was all it was ever going to be. Just a crush. Something I would eventually get over. Something that would stay safely inside my imagination and never go anywhere because girls like Riley do not look at girls like me. Not like that. So I left it alone. Minded my business. Focused on my art and my friends and my peace. And it was working. It was genuinely working. Until my lecturer decided that my peace was a problem. Because tell me why. Out of every single student in that class, out of all the available options, this man looked at his register, looked at his pairs list, called Riley's name, called my name, and said, "You two will be partners for the next 6 weeks. You guys." When I tell you my heart did not just stop, it packed its bags. It wrote a goodbye letter. It left the building. It was gone. And then, because apparently the universe wanted to make sure I had zero dignity left, my pencil rolled off the desk, hit the floor, loudly, in the silence. While people were looking, I picked it up, with whatever was left of my self-respect, which was not much, because Riley Carter was now sitting right in front of me, looking at me, smiling at me. I went home that night, sat on my bed, stared at the ceiling for a while, opened my sketchbook, told myself this was just a 6-week project. Nothing more, no feelings, no overthinking, just art and professionalism and minding the business I had been successfully minding until approximately 3 hours ago. And then I drew her. Just a sketch. The way she had smiled when she said hi, like she was a little nervous, like maybe she was also trying. I closed the sketchbook, told myself it meant nothing. It meant everything. And honestly, I should have known right then and there that my life was about to get very complicated. And you guys just know, I was not ready for any of what came next. Not even a little bit. Okay, so boom. This is where everything started going left. You guys remember last week when I was sitting in class, minding my business, drinking my water, being a normal, peaceful lesbian, and my lecturer just decided to ruin my life. Like this man looked at the list, called her name, called my name and said, "You two will be working together, Riley and I, girl. No warning, no preparation, no imani. Are you ready emotionally? Just stress, immediate stress. You guys, I actually laughed like I thought he was joking. I looked around like, haha, okay, where's the real partner? There's no real partner. It was me. And her, Riley, track star, campus sweetheart, blue eyes doing absolute nonsense. And I just sat there like, God, if this is a test, I have failed already. Fast forward. Class ends. And now I'm packing my things slowly, like very slowly, because I'm thinking, maybe she won't come over. Maybe she will forget. Maybe she has practice. Maybe, hey, you guys. Why did I turn around like it was a slow motion movie scene? And there she was, standing there, smiling, like she did not just come to completely ruin my peace. Hi, I'm Riley. Okay, this is where I needed to act normal. Simple task. Say your name, smile, be a functioning human being. Basic things, Imani, basic. Why did my brain just disconnect? Like fully and completely disconnect. No signal, no service, no backup system, just gone. Okay, so she's standing there, waiting, smiling, patient, beautiful, stressful. Say something, Imani. Say anything. I almost forgot my own name. How? Imani? I said it like I was guessing, like I wasn't sure, like I needed someone to confirm it for me. She nodded like everything was completely fine. Like she didn't just watch me struggle for basic survival. Nice to meet you, she said. Why is her voice like that? Soft, calm, Like she is not the same person people are screaming for at games. This is not the Riley I had prepared for in my head. This is worse, because now she feels real, like an actual person, not just a crush from a safe distance, and I really don't like that. So, we're partners, she said. Yeah? Is that the only word I know? Do I need to go back to primary school and relearn basic communication? She laughed. Small laugh, cute laugh, dangerous laugh. I'm not really good at this, she said, looking at the art supplies. So you might have to help me. Oh, okay. So now we're asking for help from me. This is my moment. This is where I become confident. This is my class, my space. I know exactly what I am doing here. I straightened up a little. I won't carry you, I said. Pause. Why did that come out like that? Why did that sound aggressive? Who am I fighting right now? She blinked. Just a little. Imani, fix it. Quick. I mean, I'll help you. I added fast. But you have to try. Okay? Recovery, kind of. She tilted her head, looking at me like she was studying something. And you guys, why did I feel shy? Me? Shy? This is genuinely new information about myself. Okay, she said slowly, and then she smiled again. That's fair. Why did that feel like approval? Why am I happy about that? Relax, Imani. Collect yourself. We sat down and started working. Well, I started working. She was watching me, asking questions, but like real questions. Not let me just pass this class questions. Actual, genuine curiosity. How do you know where to start? Why do you shade it like that? Wait, can you show me again? Girl, focus. But me? I'm explaining everything, like a whole professor. Like I am not internally fighting for my life right now. And then it happened. The eye contact. You guys. This is where everything went fully downhill. Because why did I look up at her? And she was already looking at me. And nobody looked away. For like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, which is too long. That is not normal eye contact duration. Look away, Imani. Look away. My eyes said no. We are in this together, bestie. We stay. And then she smiled, like she noticed, like she knew exactly what was happening. I dropped my pencil. I'm not even joking. I dropped it, picked it up, dropped it again. Because apparently once was not enough embarrassment for one afternoon. She laughed. Are you okay? I'm fine. I was not fine, not even slightly. My hands are just, tired. My hands are tired? From what? Breathing? What kind of explanation is that, Imani? She laughed again, louder this time, and honestly, it was a good laugh, which was the problem. Okay, she said. I'm sorry. Don't be, I said. Too fast. Way too fast. Relax, be cool, be somebody. We kept working. And slowly, I started calming down. Just a little. I showed her how to sketch properly, how to hold the pencil, how to look at something and draw what you actually see instead of what you think it looks like. And she actually tried. Properly tried. She wasn't just going through the motions. She was focused. And when she got something right, she didn't even look at the paper first. She looked at me. Is this good? Girl, why are you asking me like that? Why does it sound like my answer actually matters to you? Yeah, I said, softer than I meant to. That's good. And she smiled. Like that was enough. Like that was exactly what she needed. I don't like this. I don't like what is happening to me right now. Time passed, faster than it should have. And before I knew it, we were basically done. Like the project, basically finished, which meant no more sessions, no more reason to sit next to each other, no more dangerous eye contact. Peace restored. I love that for me. She packed her bag and I said, okay, good. This is over. Imani, you survived. You embarrassed yourself twice with the pencil and forgot your own name, but you survived. That is growth. But then, she didn't leave. She just stood there, looking at me, like she was thinking about something. Don't think. Just go, please. Do you usually stay here after class? She asked. Why? Why are you asking that? What does that have to do with anything? Sometimes, I said. Very careful, she nodded. Okay. Okay? What does okay mean, Riley? That is not an answer. Use your words. Explain yourself. And then she picked up her bag. I might come back tomorrow, she said. Casual. So unbelievably casual. Like that sentence did not just land directly in the middle of my chest. Girl, the project is basically done. What are you coming back for? Be honest. I blinked. You don't have to, I said. Because clearly I have no survival instincts. Why would I say that? Why would I give her the exit? She looked at me, and this time her face did something. Softened. Just slightly. Just enough. I know, she said. I know. She knows she doesn't have to. And she's still coming back? Say what you mean, Riley. Say it. But she didn't. She just turned and walked out, like everything was normal. Like she didn't just leave confusion and chaos in my life on her way out. I told Jordan everything that night. Her response was 2 seconds of silence, and then she said, I know. Yes. Not I want to learn more. No. Not the project isn't finished. Jordan, she said, I know, meaning she knows she doesn't have to come back, and she's coming anyway. I said nothing. Jordan looked at me with the expression she used when she had already figured something out and was waiting for me to catch up. Okay, she said slowly. Okay, what? I said. Nothing, she said, which meant everything. Marcus called 20 minutes later. Jordan texted me. Of course she did. Bestie. Marcus. She said I know? Yes. That is not a straight answer, Imani. She is straight, Marcus. That is not what I meant, and you know it. I put my face in my pillow. She is confused, Marcus said, like he was diagnosing something. Calm, certain. I have seen this before. You have not seen this before. I have seen this exactly before. Marcus, she has a boyfriend. She is straight. I know what you're doing with the I'm just listening, bestie. You are implying things. I am simply noting, Marcus said, that a girl who has a boyfriend and is straight does not need to come back to an art class for a project that is basically finished. I had no response to that. Good night, Imani, he said warmly. Good night, Marcus. I lay in the dark after that, staring at the ceiling, replaying the whole afternoon. The questions she asked, the eye contact, the laugh. I know, 2 words, and they were sitting in my chest like they belonged there. I told myself this was nothing. I told myself she was just being friendly. I told myself to go to sleep. And then I opened my sketchbook and drew her again, the way she had looked at me when she asked, is this good? Like my answer was the only one that mattered. I closed the sketchbook. This crush was no longer safe, not even close. And the worst part, she came back the next day and the day after that. And you guys, that is the next chapter. And I promise you, it gets so much worse before it gets better. Okay, so you guys know me. You know I am a reasonable person, a calm person, a person who thinks before she acts. I ran to find Jordan before I had even left the building, like literally. Bag still on my shoulder. Sketchbook half hanging out. I found her outside the gym and I did not even say hello. I need to talk to you right now. She looked at my face. Took 1 second. What did you do, Jordan? Why is that always the first question? Why do you always assume your face, Imani? What about my face? It looks like your life just got complicated. Okay, that is unfortunately accurate, but still. I didn't do anything, I said. Something happened to me. Same thing. She started walking. I followed her. Because I had no choice. Because this is what we do. And then I told her everything. From the beginning, the lecturer, the pairs, the name, the smile. Forgetting my own name like someone who has never had a name before in their life. The eye contact. The pencil situation. Twice. I know. Jordan listened to all of it without saying a single word. Which is unusual for Jordan. Jordan always has words. When I finished, she was quiet for a moment. Then she said, I know, yes. And she's coming back tomorrow. Yes. For a project that is basically finished. Yes. Jordan nodded slowly, like a doctor receiving test results. Imani, I know. That girl has a boyfriend. I know. A whole entire public boyfriend. Jordan, I know. She looked at me. So why are you telling me this like it's good news? I opened my mouth, closed it, because, okay, she had a point. I'm not saying it's good news, I said carefully. I'm saying something felt weird. Weird how? Like she was. I stopped, tried to find the right words, like she was paying attention to me specifically. Jordan stared at me. People pay attention to people, Imani. Not like this. How do you know what this looks like? How do you know? Okay. I don't know. That is the honest answer. I do not have evidence. I just have a feeling, and feelings are not facts. Jordan knows this. I know this. And yet, I just felt it, I said quietly. Jordan looked at me for a long moment, and then she said, then you need to unfeel it. That one landed, differently, not harsh, just real. And before I could respond, wait, Marcus. Of course. appearing from absolutely nowhere like he was installed there specifically for this moment. I heard Riley. You heard nothing, I said. I heard Riley, he said again, louder. He grabbed both our arms and steered us toward the nearest bench like we were about to have a whole meeting. Which we were. Because that is what happens with Marcus. Everything becomes a meeting. He sat us down, looked at me with the focus of someone about to deliver a verdict. Tell me everything. And me, I told him everything. Again, from the beginning, and his face throughout. You guys. Shock. Disbelief. Excitement he was trying to contain and failing at completely. When I got to the pencil part, he grabbed my hand. You dropped it twice. I don't want to talk about it. Bestie, I said I don't want to talk about it. When I got to, I know, he went completely still. She said I know, he repeated. Yes. I know meaning she knows she doesn't have to come back. Yes? And she's coming anyway, apparently. Marcus sat back, adjusted one of his rings, the way he does when he is about to say something significant. She's not straight, he said. Jordan closed her eyes. Marcus. She is not straight. She has a boyfriend, I said. And that means she is? That means nothing, he said simply. People be having boyfriends and being completely unstraight at the same time, Imani. This is not new information. This is a known phenomenon. Okay, I mean, he's not wrong, but still. Or, Jordan said very calmly, she is straight. She is friendly. And you two are turning a normal interaction into a whole storyline. Friendly people don't come back for no reason, Marcus said immediately. Friendly people don't say I know like that. Jordan looked at him. Like what? Like it means something. Silence. Real silence. And in that silence, I thought about the way she had said it. Quiet, soft, looking directly at me. I know. Not defensive, not dismissive. Just there. Like she wanted me to understand something she wasn't ready to say out loud yet. Imani, Jordan's voice. Serious now. That is somebody's girlfriend. And that is the one that always gets me. Because I know, I genuinely know, I am not the kind of person who I would never. But still, this small part of me, this very inconvenient part, keeps replaying I know on a loop. I'm aware, I said quietly. Jordan nodded. Good. Marcus looked between us. I'm not saying do anything, he said, softer now. I'm just saying pay attention. To what? I said. He looked at me, to what she does next. And the thing is, I was already going to, whether I wanted to or not, whether it was smart or not. Because the honest truth is that I was already thinking about tomorrow. Already thinking about whether she would actually show up. Already thinking about what I would say if she did. And that is how you know the crush has upgraded itself into something more dangerous. It is no longer just looking from a distance. Now it has a tomorrow. And tomorrows are dangerous. Jordan said it best when we were walking home. Quiet. Just to me. Be careful, Imani. Not dramatic. Not a warning exactly. Just true. I know, I said. She looked at me sideways. Do you? I didn't answer. Because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure at all. And the next morning, I got to the art building early. Told myself it was because I had work to do. Told myself it had nothing to do with anything else. Told myself I was a sensible person making sensible choices. She showed up 12 minutes later. And you guys, she brought coffee. 2 cups. One for her. One for me. Oat milk. The exact way I take it. And I did not say a single word about how she knew that. Not one word. Because some things you just let happen. And pretend you are not already in trouble. Which I was. Completely and totally in trouble. Okay, so boom. Day 3. Because yes. She came back again, girl. At this point, I need to start asking questions. Because what are we doing? What is the plan? What is the reason? Because the project, done, finished, completed, submitted in my spirit. So why is she here? Again, you guys, I'm already seated, pretending to draw, not drawing anything, just lines, confusion, stress, and then, hey, you guys, why did my heart do that thing again? Like, can you relax? It's just a human being. A very fine human being, but still, relax. Hey, I said. Calm? Cool? Actress. She dropped her bag, sat down, close again, always close. Like distance does not exist for her. You're early again, she said. Oh, so we're observing patterns now. Nice. I like being prepared, I said, liar, big liar. She smiled. I figured, why does that sound like she knows me? She pulled her sketch closer, and for once, she wasn't talking. No random questions. No jokes. Just quiet, you guys. Immediately I knew something was off. Because this is not how she usually is. And me? I notice everything, remember. Art student, observer, overthinker, professional overthinker. So now I'm looking at her. Not staring. Observing. There's a difference. Jordan said it's staring. Jordan is not here. So it's observing. She's drawing. But not really drawing. Like her hand is moving. But her mind is somewhere else completely. Are you okay? I asked. Okay, pause. Why did I ask that? Since when am I checking on people? Who am I becoming? She didn't answer immediately. Just kept looking at the paper. Then she looked up at me. And you guys, that look? That look was different. Not playful. Not curious. Just heavy. Yeah, she said. Liar, big liar. I know a lie when I see one. I respect it, but I know it. You sure? I asked. Soft. Because now I'm invested. Why am I invested? Free me. She nodded. Just tired. Okay, I'll accept that. For now. We went back to working. Well, pretending to work. Because again, nothing serious is happening here. And then suddenly, she spoke. Do you ever feel like, you guys, any sentence that starts like that? Trouble. Like you're not really being yourself. Oh, what kind of question is this? What are we entering? What is this conversation? I blinked. Once. Twice. Sometimes, I said carefully. Because girl, where is this going? She nodded slowly, like she expected that answer. Then she went quiet again. Okay, I don't like this. Say more. Finish your thoughts. Don't leave me hanging. Why? I asked. She looked at me again, and this time she held the eye contact. Longer than before. And you guys, this was not normal eye contact. This was the kind that makes you feel like someone is reading your soul. And I don't like that, because what are you seeing? Mind your business. Nothing, she said finally. Nothing? After all that? Girl, I wanted to scream, but I didn't. Because I have manners. Somewhere. We stayed like that for a bit. Quiet? And the silence? It wasn't awkward. It was something else, something I don't even know how to explain. The kind of silence that feels like two people not saying something on purpose. And that scared me more than anything else. Because now, this doesn't feel like a normal class anymore. It feels like something is building. Something I cannot control. Time passed. Again, too fast. And when she finally packed her bag, she didn't stand up immediately. She just sat there, looking at me, like she was thinking. Again, always thinking. Girl, what are you thinking? Say it. She opened her mouth, closed it, and then, Riley, a voice from outside, male voice, cutting through everything like it was nothing, because for him it was nothing. She turned, and I watched her face do that thing. That shift, like something that had been open, quietly closed, just like that. She stood up quickly, picked up her bag, and I looked past her toward the door. Tall, broad shoulders, easy smile, the kind of confidence that comes from never once doubting whether you belong somewhere. He jogged over, put his arm around her shoulders like it was the most natural thing in the world. Because for him it was. You ready? He said to her. Then he looked at me. Oh hey, I'm Jake, friendly, unbothered, completely. I'm Ani, I said. We have a project together, Riley said quickly. Jake nodded. Cool. He looked back at Riley. Food? Yeah, she said. And that shift again, that small quiet closing, she looked at me over his shoulder. Same time Thursday? She asked. Casual. So unbelievably casual. Like that was a normal sentence. Like Thursday was a normal suggestion. You guys, there is no class on Thursday. We don't have anything scheduled. The project is done, finished, closed, and she just said Thursday in front of her boyfriend, like it was nothing. You don't have to come, I said. Again, why am I like this? Why do I keep doing this? She smiled, soft. I know. And then she walked away with him, his arm around her, her laughing at something he said. The campus couple, Riley and Jake, perfectly matched, perfectly fine, and me, I stood there, in that doorway, watching them go. I called Marcus that night. He picked up before it even fully rang. Something happened. How did you know? You only call after 8 when something happened. Okay. Fair. I told him everything. The quiet session, the heavy look. Do you ever feel like you're not really being yourself? The shift when Jake appeared. And then, she said Thursday. Marcus went silent. For exactly 3 seconds. She said Thursday. Yes. Specifically Thursday. Yes. When there is no class on Thursday. Correct. In front of her boyfriend. Yes. Another silence. Then, Imani. I know. She is thinking about you. She has a boyfriend, Marcus. And she is thinking about you, he said. Those two things can exist at the same time, and that is exactly what is happening right now. I said nothing. That question she asked, he said softer, about not being yourself. Yeah, that is not a random question, bestie. I know. That is a question with weight. I know. That is a question somebody asks when they are carrying something. And that is what got me. Because he was right. It was not a random question. It was a window, a small one, barely open, but open. And I had looked through it and seen something I could not unsee. What do? I said quietly. Marcus was quiet for a moment. Then, show up on Thursday, he said, and pay attention. I hated that answer. I also could not argue with it. Because the honest truth was that I was already going to. I will be there, already seated, acting like I don't care, when clearly I care too much. You guys, this is getting out of hand. Okay, so boom. Let me tell you why this next part. I should have just stayed in my room, minded my business, drank water, faced my books. But no. Life said, Imani, come outside, let's embarrass you. So I'm on my way to get food. Peaceful, calm, no stress. And then I see her, girl, Riley, walking towards the art building. On a day we don't have class. You guys, pause, freeze, rewind. What is she doing here? Be honest. Because now, this is no longer coincidence. This is intention. And me? I froze, like actually froze. Because why is she coming here? For what? The project is done, closed, finished. I should turn around. I should leave. I should go home, protect my peace. But of course, I didn't. Because I don't have sense. I just stood there, watching. Sorry, observing. There is a difference. Jordan said there is no difference. Jordan is not here. And then, someone grabbed my arm. Imani. You guys. Marcus. Of course it's him. Because why would I experience anything alone? He followed my line of sight, saw her, then slowly turned to look at me. The silence? Loud. Don't. That's what I said. Immediately. Don't what? He asked. Don't start. I haven't even said anything. You're about to. He smiled. That dangerous smile. The one that means I'm about to suffer. Bestie? Oh God, no. Bestie, she's literally walking to your building. She likes art, I said quickly. Defensive. Very defensive. No, she does not. Wow, rude. She took the class for a credit. And now the credit is done, he said. So why is she here? Silence. I hate when he makes sense. Maybe she just wants to practice, you guys. Why did I even say that? Because immediately he turned fully to face me. Slowly. Like I just disappointed him. Practice what? I opened my mouth. Closed it, yeah. Exactly. Imani, Marcus. Imani, Marcus. We just stood there like that, arguing with our eyes, and then he grabbed my chin, turned my face back towards her. Look. I didn't want to look, but I looked, because curiosity will actually kill me one day. And you guys, she stopped, right in front of the art building, looked at the door, then looked around, like she was checking. For someone. Girl, for who? Say it, say my name, say it. She's looking for you, Marcus whispered. She is not. She is. She is not. Imani, Marcus, why are we like this? And then she checked her phone, typed something, paused, looked up again. You guys, my heart, doing nonsense, full nonsense. And then my phone buzzed. No, no way, no. I slowly looked down, like this is a horror movie, and I don't want to see what's coming. Unlocked my phone, and it was her, girl. She texted you, didn't she? Why does he know everything? I didn't answer. I just stood there, processing, shaking internally. Read it, he said. I'm not ready. Read it. I'm not ready. Imani. I opened it. One message. Simple. Are you around, you guys? Are you around? What do you mean, are you around? I'm around. I'm very around. I'm too around. What did she say? Marcus asked. I showed him. He looked, then looked at me. Then, this man smiled. Like he just won the lottery. Bestie, here we go. She wants you. She does not want me. She is texting you to see if you are around. Maybe she just needs help. With what? Again, I have no answer. Imani, he said slowly. This is no longer a coincidence. She came to your building on a day there is no class, and she texted you. Pause. Silence. Processing. Bestie. I'm scared. She is choosing you. Choosing? Relax. She has a boyfriend. And yet, I hate him. I actually hate him. What are you going to reply? He asked. Good question. What am I going to reply? I don't know. Imani, I don't know. She is standing right there. Oh, right. I looked up again, and you guys. She was still there, standing, waiting, looking at her phone, then looking up again, like she was hoping. For me. Oh, okay, wait, Marcus said suddenly, before you reply. What? Fix your face. Excuse me? What's wrong with my face? Everything. This man is wicked. You look like you just saw your future and it scared you. He's not wrong, but still. Just reply, he said. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink? Me? Be serious. I typed, deleted, typed again, deleted again. Imani. I know. Finally, I sent it. Yeah, I'm around. Simple. Calm. Not desperate. I have dignity. A little. My phone buzzed immediately. Can I come in? Girl, can I come in? Like she is not already outside? Like she didn't already come here for me? I looked up. And this time, our eyes met. From a distance. And she smiled. Not big, not loud. Just soft. Like she already knew the answer. I am no longer in control of my life. Marcus grabbed my arm before I could move. Imani. What? Wait. Marcus, she is literally standing there. I know. He looked at me seriously for once. All the jokes gone. Just him, my best friend, who had known me since first year and had watched this whole thing unfold from the beginning. Just be careful, okay? Oh. When Marcus says be careful, you know it is real. Because Marcus does not do careful. Marcus does chaos. Marcus does commentary. Marcus does nails and earrings and dramatic reactions. Careful is Jordan's word. When Marcus says it, it means something different. I know what I'm doing, I said. He looked at me. Do you? Honestly? No. Yes, I said. He let go of my arm. She is confused bestie, he said quietly, which means she is figuring something out. And you need to decide if you can handle being part of that. That landed harder than I expected. Because confused. That phrase, the way he said it. Not mean, not dismissive, just true. She is figuring something out, and I am somehow right in the middle of it. And I should probably think about that. I should probably be sensible about that. I typed back, doors open, and walked inside. She came in 2 minutes later. And you guys, she was different today. Not heavy like last time, not distracted, just present, fully, completely. Like she had decided something before she walked through that door. She sat down, close, always close. And for a while, we just worked. Easy, comfortable. The kind of comfortable that should not exist between two people who have known each other for 3 weeks. And then she asked me something. Quiet, almost like she didn't mean to say it out loud. What does it feel like? I looked up. What does what feel like? She was looking at her sketchbook, not at me. Knowing who you are, she said, and not having to hide it, you guys. The room got very quiet, not because anything changed, just because that question, that specific question, landed somewhere deep. And we both felt it. I put my pencil down. It feels like breathing, I said honestly. Like before you come out, it feels like you are holding your breath all the time. And then you stop holding it, and everything is just, I paused, easier. She nodded slowly, still not looking at me. Even if people don't understand, she asked. Even then, I said, silence, long reel. And then she looked up, and I looked at her, and something passed between us that I could not name and did not try to. She smiled. Small. Thank you, she said quietly, like it meant more than just thank you. I nodded. Yeah, we went back to work after that. But something had shifted. Again, another layer, another window, slightly more open than before. And when she left that evening, she didn't say same time Thursday. She didn't say anything. She just stopped at the door, looked back at me, held it for 1 second, and left. And I sat there, in that room, in that silence, thinking about what it feels like to breathe, and wondering if she had ever felt it, and whether she was thinking about it now. Marcus was waiting outside. Of course he was. Well, I walked past him. She asked me what it feels like to know who you are and not hide it. Silence. Then, oh, he said quietly, not dramatic, not excited, just, oh. Like even he understood that this was no longer just gist. This was real. We walked back together, quiet, for once. And the only thing I could think about was the game on Friday. The big one. The one the whole campus was going to. The one Jordan had already told me we were attending, and whether she would look for me in the crowd, the way she had been looking for me outside. So after that whole situation with Marcus, and him basically telling me my life is about to be ruined, I told myself one thing: I'm going to mind my business. Like actually. No more overthinking. No more reading into things. No more, that lasted like 2 hours. Because later that day, Jordan texted me, "Track meet, 5 p.m., don't be stupid." I stared at the message for a long time. Because first of all, why is she ordering me? Second, why is she right? I didn't reply. I just kept looking at it, trying to convince myself I don't care, that I don't need to go, that I have self-control. I don't, because next thing, I'm dressed, on my way. Don't even ask me how it happened. I just found myself there. But before I get into the race, let me tell you about the seats. Because Jordan got us seats that were close, like actually close. Close enough to see faces, close enough to see expressions, close enough to see exactly who is looking at who in the crowd. "Why are we so close?" I said. "I support this team," Jordan said. "Jordan, you have never once mentioned track." "I have always supported track. You told me track was boring. Certain meets are boring." "Jordan, I love track, Imani." I looked at her. She looked back, completely unbothered, completely lying. "You did this on purpose," I said. "I did this because I wanted a good view, of Riley specifically, of the race. Jordan, Imani." We stared at each other. She won. She always wins. The stadium was already loud, like proper loud. People everywhere, energy everywhere. And me? I'm just standing there like, why did I come here? What am I doing? I could have been in my room, safe, peaceful, unproblematic. "Imani." I turned. "Jordan, of course." "Don't start," I said immediately. "I haven't said anything. Your face is saying enough. Rude, but fair. I'm just here for the race," I added. She looked at me, then nodded slowly. That again. "These people don't respect me." Marcus appeared from nowhere. Actually nowhere. Like he was installed there specifically for this moment. "Bestie, why is everybody here? Why are you both looking at me like that?" "We're observing," he said. "You're acting like you don't care." "I don't care." They both looked at me. The same look. I hate that look. Because it means they don't believe me. Which fair, but still. The athletes came out, and everything got louder, and then she came out, Riley. Walking onto the track like she owned every inch of it. And you guys, I hate to say it, but yeah, she's that girl. Like I get it now. I actually get it. The way she carries herself, the confidence, the way everybody reacts when she appears. Different from the art room, different from the cafe, different from every version of Riley I had seen up close. Out here she was free. Like this was the one place where she didn't have to think about anything except running. No performance, no careful management, just her. And you guys, that version of her. I was not prepared for that version of her. "She's fine," Marcus said beside me. "Relax," I said. "I am relaxed. Liar. Other events happened first, other athletes, other races." And I tried. I really tried to focus on all of it. But every time Riley moved, warming up, stretching, shaking out her arms, my eyes followed, like I had no control. "Imani, what? You're doing it again." "Doing what?" "Watching only her. Leave me alone. Let me be." And then her race was called. The 100 meters. The one everyone had come to see. Because Riley Carter on a track was not something people missed if they could help it. The stadium got louder. You could feel it. She stepped up to the blocks. The race was about to start. And suddenly, everything got quiet. Like the whole stadium just held its breath. She stepped into her lane. Focused. Serious. Completely locked in. And you guys, this was not the same girl from the art room. This one was different. She got into position, hands on the track, head down, and for a second, everything felt still. Then, the gun went off, and she took off. Fast. Like actually insane. I don't even know how to explain it. It was like she wasn't even touching the ground. Just movement, speed, confidence, and my eyes locked. I could not look away. Everybody was screaming, but I couldn't hear anything properly because I was just watching her. And then she crossed the finish line. First, girl. The stadium exploded, people shouting, cheering, losing their minds, and she just stood there, breathing hard, hands on her knees, and then she looked up. You guys. She didn't look at the crowd like everyone else. She was searching, And my brain said, don't do this. Don't make it about you. But then her eyes found mine, and she smiled. Yeah, I'm finished. Not finished like done watching. Finished like my entire nervous system just filed a formal complaint. Because tell me why, out of everybody there, she looked straight at me. Like directly at me, not past me, not around me. At me, not the big crowd smile. Not the camera smile, just small, soft. Like finding me was the part that mattered. I froze. Like actually froze. Do I smile back? Do I look away? Do I disappear? Imani. I didn't answer. Imani, still nothing. Imani, what? Did you just see that? Marcus said. See what? Why am I lying? Badly. Don't do that, he said. She just looked at you. She looked at the crowd. She looked at you. Jordan sighed. I saw it too. I'm not crazy. Cool, not helping. It could be coincidence, I said. Coincidence where? Marcus said. That girl just won a race in front of hundreds of people, and the first thing she did was find you in the crowd. When he says it like that. Target? Am I in danger? You're doing too much. I'm not doing enough. I hate him. The meet ended. People started leaving. Still talking about the race. Still hyped. But me? Quiet. Because that moment, it stayed like it didn't leave my body. That look. That smile. The way it felt like it meant something. And I don't like that. Because now, this is not just a crush anymore. This is not just, she's pretty. No, this feels like something else. Something I didn't plan for. Something I probably should run away from. But let's be honest, I'm not going anywhere. We were almost at the exit when Jordan stopped. Wait here, she said. Why? Just wait. She walked off somewhere. I stood there, confused. And then I heard my name. Not Jordan, not Marcus. Different voice. I turned. Riley, still in her track uniform, hair slightly damp, cheeks flushed, looking like she had just given everything she had out on that track. And she was walking toward me, directly toward me. I looked behind me, just to confirm there was nobody else she could possibly be walking toward. There wasn't, just me, and my legs that had completely forgotten their job. She stopped in front of me, close, the way she always was, like distance was not something she did around me. You came, she said. Jordan dragged me, I said, which was true, but also completely beside the point. She smiled. I saw you, she said. Yeah. I was looking for you, she said. Just like that. No hesitation. No pretending it was casual. Just honest. And you guys, I did not know what to do with that. I genuinely did not know what to do with that. Why? I said. She looked at me for a moment, and something in her expression shifted. Opened slightly. Like a window she was choosing to push a little wider. I don't know, she said. But the way she said it meant she did know. She just wasn't ready to say it out loud yet. We stood there, for a moment that felt longer than it was, the crowd moving around us, neither of us moving. And then someone called her name from somewhere. She blinked, looked away, then back at me. Same time Thursday, she said. I almost laughed. Because there was still no class on Thursday, and we both knew it. But this time, I didn't say you don't have to, because I didn't want her to not come. And I was finally done pretending I did. Yeah, I said. She smiled. That soft one, the one that was just for me, and walked away. I stood there, watching her go, and Jordan appeared beside me. Well, she said. She said she was looking for me, I said. I know. She said it just like that. I know. Jordan, what does that mean? Jordan looked at me, with the expression of someone who had known the answer for a very long time. It means whatever this is, she feels it too. As we were leaving, I turned back. Just once. I don't even know why. I just did. And she was still there. But she looked up again. And this time, she didn't smile. She just looked. Like she was thinking. About something. About someone. About me. Yeah. I'm finished. Like actually finished. Because whatever this is, it's not ending well for my heart. And I can feel it already. And you guys, I was right. So after the race, everywhere was loud. Like people were still shouting. Celebrating. Running around. And me? I should have left. Like I actually should have just gone home. Minded my business. Protected my peace. But I didn't. Of course I didn't. I was just there. Standing. Watching everything like I'm part of it. When I'm not. And then, Imani, you guys, I don't know what it is about the way she says my name, but every single time, it does something to me. Like why does it sound like that? soft, low, like she's not supposed to be calling me. I turned. Of course I turned, because I don't have sense. She was standing there, a little away from everyone, not with her team, not with her friends, just there, looking at me, like she had been looking for me. Okay, this is where I should have walked away. This is where I should have said no. This is where I should have remembered she has a boyfriend. But me? Yeah, useless, actually useless. Can we talk? She said. Girl, no, we cannot talk. We should not talk. This is how problems start. This is how people get hurt. Jordan literally warned me. Marcus literally warned me. But me? Okay. I hate myself. I followed her. Because of course I did. She led me away from the crowd around the side of the building. Quiet. No noise. Just us. And my heart beating like I just ran that race myself. She stopped. Turned to face me. And you guys, she looked nervous. Riley? Nervous? This girl that just won a whole race in front of everybody, now she's nervous? What is going on? I've been wanting to do something, she said. Pause. What does that mean? Finish the sentence. Don't stress me. What? I didn't even finish. Because next thing, she stepped closer. And, you guys, she kissed me. Girl, she kissed me. Like actually kissed me. Not mistake. Not accident. Not oops, sorry. No, she chose that. She stood there, looked at me, decided, and kissed me. Okay, pause. Because this is where my brain was supposed to work. This is where I was supposed to say, hold on, this is wrong. You have a boyfriend. So explain to me why I didn't move. Girl, I kissed her back. I kissed her back? Imani? Stand up. What are you doing? This is somebody's girlfriend. Hello? This girl is supposed to be straight. Straight. So why are we here? Why are we doing this? Why does this feel like this? Because you guys, it wasn't just a kiss. It meant something. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because now, this is not just confusion. This is a situation, a real situation. And then we heard voices. People calling her. Riley. She pulled away. Fast. Like she just remembered something. Like reality came back all at once. Her eyes were wide, breathing heavy, looking at me like she didn't understand what just happened either. She started, but stopped. Of course she stopped. Because what do you even say after that? She looked around, then back at me, and then she walked away, just like that. You guys, what just happened? No, seriously, what was that? Because I thought this girl was straight. She has a boyfriend. A whole boyfriend. So why did she just kiss me like that and walk away like nothing happened? Nah, no, I'm not doing this. I turned and I left because if I stayed there, I would have lost my mind completely. I was almost at the gate when my phone rang. Marcus. I answered. How did it go? She kissed me. Silence, 3 full seconds of silence. She what? She kissed me, Marcus. Riley? Yes. Kissed you. Yes? Like on purpose. Yes. And then she walked away. More silence. Longer this time. She walked away, he repeated. Yes. After kissing you. Yes? Just left. Just left. A pause. Then, Imani. What? I told you. Marcus. I told you she was confused. That is not helpful right now. She kissed you and walked away. I know. That is the most confused behavior I have ever heard of. Marcus, I'm coming to find you, he said immediately. You don't have to. Where are you? Near the gate. Stay there. He hung up. I stood at the gate, in the noise of everyone leaving, completely alone with something I had no words for. Jordan texted 2 minutes later. Marcus called me. Of course he did. Are you okay? I thought about it. Honestly, was I okay? I had just been kissed by the girl I had been drawing in my sketchbook for weeks. The girl who was supposed to be straight. Who had a boyfriend. Who had said I don't know in a voice that meant I know. Who had found me in a crowd of hundreds. Who had just kissed me and then walked away without a single word. I don't know, I typed back. Her response came immediately. I'm coming. That night, I didn't sleep. At all. I was pacing, walking up and down my room. replaying everything again and again and again because I needed it to make sense. I needed to find the part where it made sense. There wasn't one. At some point, I sat on my bed, opened my sketchbook, and without thinking, without planning, I started drawing her face, the way she had looked at me right after, wide eyes, slightly open mouth. That expression I had never seen on her before, the one that said, I did not plan this, and I do not know what to do now. I drew it anyway, because I didn't know what else to do with it. When I finished, I just stared at it and thought, what are you so scared of, Riley? What are you running from? And why did you choose me to run toward? The next day, she didn't come. No message, no explanation, nothing, like it didn't happen. Like she had simply decided, we are not going to talk about this. We are not going to acknowledge this. We are going to act like that was nothing. And I started questioning myself. Did that even happen? Or did I imagine it? Because how do you kiss someone like that and then disappear? How do you look at someone the way she looked at me and then act like nothing happened? I told Jordan everything that evening. She listened, the whole thing. And when I finished, she was quiet for a moment. Then she said, people who are running from something always come back to what they are running toward. I read that 3 times, then put my phone down and looked at the sketch on my bed, at her face, at the thing I still didn't have words for. Marcus called that night. How are you feeling? Confused, I said. That's fair. She kissed me and disappeared. I know. She has a boyfriend. I know. She's supposed to be straight. Bestie, what? She kissed you, he said simply. I know. So whatever she is supposed to be, that kiss was not straight. I had no response to that because he was right. Whatever Riley Carter was supposed to be, that kiss was not an accident. That kiss was not confusion. That kiss was a choice. And now I needed to know what she was going to do with it because I could not just sit here and wait and pretend I don't feel what I feel. I'm going to find her. I'm going to get answers because this makes no sense. And I deserve to understand what is happening. But yeah, that is where part 1 ends. I know. You want to know what happened next. You want to know what she says. You want to know if she comes back. You want to know everything. And I promise, part 2 has every single answer. But for now, just know this. She kissed me. She had a boyfriend. She was supposed to be straight. And she kissed me first. And I still don't know what that means. But I'm going to find out.